Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program. This episode we are going to be sending a Sentinel Telescope into space to help us look for Kerbin killing asteroids. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this baby up in the air. Okay, so let's go. I should have checked our stats to make sure we had enough thrust and whatnot, but our DeltaV looks good, so I'm gonna say we're good. Let's see if I can tip out to the ocean just a little bit. Don't want to get too crazy with this giant fairing on top. Cause a lot of drag up there. You can see the aerodynamics as we're pushing through this thick atmosphere here. It'll be okay if we have to use a little extra fuel to get through this part of the atmosphere here. Just a little extra. Don't want to send my rocket out of control here. So, we just start bumping it just a little. There we go. Dump those things. Bye-bye. Now we can really start climbing up here. There we go. Beautiful. We get up to an apoapsis of about 120K. And we'll be just fine here. Okay. Beautiful. Go ahead and start picking up some horizontal velocity here before we kill our engines. And there. Okay. Let's go ahead and go up to our apoapsis here. That'll put us about within a minute of our apoapsis. We're going to lose a little bit of our velocity here. Still got plenty of DeltaV. Alright, let's go ahead and kick it. Kick it. One more time, boy. Alright, here we go. We're spreading it out, spreading the love. Ah, darn it. There goes my fairing. And oh, what's happening up there? It didn't like that. Didn't like that. Okay. Why is it wobbling? Got a lot of wobble. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Okay, so we're going to try to use as much of this DeltaV as possible to get into orbit of Kerbin. This poodle is not the most thrust heavy engine that we have. That Sentinel's cool. I like it. Might have started a little late. I forget that the throttle's thrust to weight ratio is pretty low. Yeah, it's only 0.71. So I probably should have started just a hair sooner. It's okay. I think we got enough height to compensate. The beauty part of the poodle is while the thrust weight ratio is low, the fuel efficiency is really great. So let's just keep this guy at the 90 if we can, please. Alright. Getting lower. Getting lower. Come on, orbit. Get there. Can we get there before we get back into Atmo? It'll be close. It'll be close. Too close for comfort. Another probably 300 Delta V to use before we get into our orbit. Come on. Come on. We're getting there. It's peaking. It's peaking over the equator. Come on. You got this. Oh yeah, we got it. We're in good shape. Now it won't be circularized, but it'll be just fine. Just fine. Be real ladylike. And bingo. Okay. Now, our mission states we have to have a Sentinel on the vessel reach the designated orbit around the sun, which is 10.179 apoapsis. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay fuel-wise. Let's go ahead and take a look at see what we got here. Alright, 10.17. What's the apoapsis of this thing from the sun? Don't know. About to find out. We're going to make a maneuver here, and we're going to pop this baby out as much as possible. Boop, boop, boop. Whoa, there we go. It's 13. That's 36 million. So don't need that. Need 10.1 million. 10.1 million here. So... really? It's 14 million. 13 million. It's gonna be hard to do, isn't it? How are we gonna stay in? We have to be orbiting the sun, but we have to be outside of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. Maybe we have to get out first. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. 2 minutes to our burn. Burn is 1 minute and 37 seconds, so we probably need to start burning early. Alright. So let's go ahead and get... we gotta get out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin first before we can... we can adjust this once we get out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go... a little bit... start burning at a minute here. There we go. Let's get our velocity up. Our escape velocity. We are going to get out of Kerbin's sphere. Then we'll be able to see what all these objects are, I think. I think that's the point of the satellite. And we'll be able to do that other mission where we're supposed to grab a Class A satellite. Which I guess is one, asteroid, which I guess is a small one, because we're looking for Class E, which threaten Kerbin. Mapping progress will happen passively over a length of time as long as any other Sentinels are near the specified orbit. They do not need to be newly launched. Okay. You receive progress notifications as suitable asteroids are mapped. Cool. Alright. What's our Delta V look like? Still looking good. This thing is wobbly, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's all that weight on top. We're gonna break out anytime soon, or what's happening? I don't see our orbit at all. There it is. Okay. Alright. So if I go up here to our periapsis and I bring in our apoapsis to 10.1 million, what is that going to do? Okay. It's going to be at 10.076. Ten 10.076. There we go. And there we go. Oh, that's not million, that's 100,000 million, that's billion. Okay, 10.076 billion. Warp to the next encounter. It's 13 days away. We will probably just about have our science done by the time we get to this next. Oh crap! Stop! Stop! Don't run out of electricity, please. Oh my god, did we? We did. Oh shoot! I forgot to. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Basically just have a hunk of junk sitting out here because I can't. I waited too long to extend my. I'm gonna have to do better at learning to do that. Oh my god. Alright. Sorry. We're gonna have to revert to launch. Alternately, I could put some passive. That was a huge screw up. That was a huge screw up. Alternately, I could put some passive solar panels on here so that that wouldn't happen. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm so sorry, guys. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Let's see if we can get back into orbit. Matter of fact, I'm probably just going to skip this part and edit this out so you don't have to watch it all again. My apologies. And I'll see you guys when we're in orbit. Okay, so I had a much more efficient launch anyway. And as you can see, got my solar panels out beautifully, soaking up the sun. Okay, so what to do this time is we are going to go to our apoapsis. We're going to add a maneuver. We're going to blow it out of the solar system here. There we go. Let's bring it in just a hair. Don't want to get too crazy. Don't want to get too crazy. There we go. Just like that. Alright, and then we are going to do that burn in whoa, 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 whoa. Are we really? Why are we pointing towards radial? I really want to burn towards the Earth? I don't think so. Towards Kerbin, I mean. I'm just going to burn prograde. I don't care what that thing says. 1561 meters per second. I think it was much more efficient to burn at the apoapsis, at the periapsis, I believe. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where did this come from? What the heck? What is happening here? What is happening? Okay, let's bring this back in. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. It all of a sudden just went all crazy on me. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do our burn. We'll get up to our orbit that matches Kerbin for the most part, and then once we break free of the Kerbin sphere of influence, then we can adjust our our orbit to be somewhere in between. I think it's going to be in between Eve and Kerbin. So, because Eve's altitude is 9.5 billion miles from the sun, we need to be at 10.076 for the periapsis, and so that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. And I'm excited to build a station on the moon as well. Alright. And on the surface of Minmus. Although the outpost won't stay there on the surface of Minmus, unfortunately. It will be leaving. It's kind of a 2-for-1 deal. I'm gonna send the ship up there as a response to the contract, but then we're gonna take off and do that. There we go. A little bit higher than I wanted, but that's fine. Let's go up to our periapsis, add a maneuver, bring it on in to be 10, where was it? 10.179. Alright. Hey, what's a few billion miles between friends? Few billion miles. Alright. 179,304. Can't get a 304. That'll have to do. Alright. There we go. Warp to the next maneuver. It's going to take us 30 days to get to the next maneuver. You know what that means. More science from Minmus. Oh look, there's my mission. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ready to burn retrograde actually. Not prograde. Now bring it on in. Bring it on in. Alright. And I've lost control of the ship again. Got plenty of electric charge now. What's happening? Gotta extend my antenna. Boop. Oh, I don't like that at all. That looks awful. Well, I did not count on that. Don't look, molded salad. Don't look. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. I know how clipping bothers you so much. It bothers me too, but I think it exceptionally bothers you. It's unrealistic. And we're shooting for realism here. I'm not shooting for realism. I think you're shooting for realism. I'm shooting for, can we make it happen? Please, for the love of God. Can we make it work? Nah, I want it to be relatively realistic. I don't like that clipping either. But I'm not going to scrap the mission for it. And I'm not going to beat myself up. Because I'm a good guy. I'm trying. You know what I could have done though? I could have extended both in the vehicle assembly building and made sure that it worked. Okay. I need to start doing that more. Alright. Can we get just a hair more here? I want to be as close as possible to our target. I don't know how much of a stickler it will be. Okay. Whew, and how long to this? 175 days. Whew. That's okay. Because we're going to go to the tracking station. We're going to pick up Minmus Science Lab. How long do I have on these adjustment missions? I don't want to lose track of them. Alright, can we transfer our science? Boop. Still had a little bit left before they got a full amount, but let's go ahead and send all that we can. They've been up here 4 years. 4 years. Whew. In one biome at that. Good job, guys. Okay. Good job. Alright, let's take a look at our contracts. Sentinel, okay. We've got a few. Okay, I think we're alright. Let's go back to the Sentinel. Go back to the Sentinel. I think all of our missions were expiring. Well, I don't want to lose our missions for the adjusting the satellites right quick. So let's just take a look at them, just to make sure we're not going to lose those. Position a satellite in a specific orbit of Ike. I like that. Build a new surface outpost on Ike. Huh. No thanks. Let's see. Position this. Oh, yeah, 12 years. 12 years. 24 years, 11 years, 9 years. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Okay. I'm worried about that asteroid when I only have 4 years for it, so it may not be plenty of time for that. But we'll do what we can. Okay. Go back to the Sentinel. We're going to warp around to our next maneuver. Don't look at that satellite with the dish. Alright. We're at the apoapsis. We need to go to our periapsis, add a maneuver, and bring in our apoapsis down to match this new orbit. Right here. Just a little more, and bingo, right there. Awesome. Let's warp to the next maneuver. 4 years those guys have been on Minmus. Wow, they've gotten to know each other really well. Look at this velocity. That's crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Hopefully we'll see what some of these are. I hope. That'd be cool. Get some new information out there. From reading about the Sentinel Telescope, though, it looks like it will tell us more about what's closer to Eve, because we're closer to that orbit, but I don't know. That's where it told me to put it, so that's where I'm putting it. 11,000 meters per second. That's fast. We are skipping across the water there. Got plenty of DeltaV still. Haven't even touched our satellite fuel. Alright. Bring it on in, buddy boy. Bring it on in. Is that it? Do we meet the goal? Let's look. Sentinel. Yeah, we reached it. Alright, so now all I have to do is we map the asteroids. Okay, cool. Class B, Class C, Class E, Class Large, D, A. Hey, here's an A. Alright, so we got this. We got the Sentinel. Got the Sentinel in place. Alright, so here is a Class A object. Can I set it as a target? No, I can't. I wonder how we get and intersect with it. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard. Okay, well, there we go. That, my friends, is how you do that. So we have a Sentinel Telescope. Can I track that? Boop. Oh, look. Neat. Oh, interesting. So I can track them. Asteroid OMA 763. I can send my grabber out and see if we can. Where is that giant one? A huge one. I think we should track that too, shouldn't we? Yes. Yes, we should. I'm gonna track all these. Boop. Boop. Of course, we can turn off the tracking, I think, of these if need be. Right? Asteroids? Yeah. Cool. Now this one is the tiny one, right? OMA. It is on an impact with Kerbin at year 6, day 153. Isn't that interesting? Now the rest of them appear to... Oh yeah, they all seem to have a Kerbin encounter at some point in 80 days on this one. Ooh. Okay. 93 days. 49 days. Which one was the huge one? Class D. I can terminate them. Interesting. I'll lose what class they are, though, unfortunately. Okay. Let's go one more time to the science lab, and then we'll call this episode quits. Now I'm all worried about these asteroids. I don't want them to destroy Kerbin. Alright, we got full science. Let's go ahead and zip on over to daylight. So we get our solar panels charged back up. And we're going to transmit the science. Transmit all the science. We're just racking up the science. There gets another 500 coming in right now. I mean, that is crazy, isn't it? Oh, do you think that mobile processing lab's overpowered? I don't know. You may not be able to get enough science to make relatively good progress without it, honestly. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. If we go back to screen. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, throw me some likes, leave me some comments, and as always, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.